Mia and Daniel had been together for a few years. At first, their relationship was full of love and respect. However, over time, Daniel began using a subtle form of manipulation that Mia didn't recognize at first: gaslighting. One day, Mia noticed that the kitchen window was slightly ajar. She remembered closing it tightly the night before because it was a particularly chilly evening. When she mentioned this to Daniel, he casually dismissed her concern. "You must be mistaken," he said, with a confident smile. "I closed it myself." Mia was a bit unsure, but shrugged it off. A few weeks later, she found some of her important documents missing from a drawer. She knew she had left them there, but when she brought it up, Daniel was dismissive again. "You always misplace things. You're probably just forgetting where you put them," he suggested, making her second-guess her memory. The pattern continued. Whenever Mia confronted Daniel about minor issues or inconsistencies, he would either deny them outright or insist she was being overly dramatic. If Mia said she felt hurt by his behavior, he would respond by saying she was too sensitive or imagining things. One evening, Mia found herself feeling particularly distressed after a long day. She expressed her feelings to Daniel, hoping for some comfort. Instead, he responded with coldness and accused her of always bringing up irrelevant issues. "You're always making a big deal out of nothing," Daniel said. "It's exhausting. Maybe you should see a therapist." Mia started to doubt her own perception of events. She wondered if she was indeed overreacting, or if her memory was failing her. The confidence she once had in her own judgment began to wane. She felt increasingly isolated because Daniel had subtly undermined her trust in her own reality. One day, Mia mentioned to a close friend how she felt confused and unsure about her memories. Her friend listened carefully and gently pointed out that what Mia was describing sounded like gaslighting, a term Mia had never heard before. As Mia learned more about gaslighting, she realized how Daniel's behavior fit the pattern. She began to understand that the problem wasn't with her perception, but with Daniel's manipulative tactics. Armed with this new awareness, Mia sought help from a therapist and began to rebuild her self-esteem. She confronted Daniel with the evidence of his manipulation and decided to set boundaries to protect herself. Though it was a challenging process, Mia found strength in reclaiming her sense of reality and making choices that were healthy for her well-being. In this story, Mia's experience with gaslighting involved denial of facts, contradiction, and minimizing her feelings, leading her to doubt her own perception and memory. The story illustrates how gaslighting can erode trust in oneself and how important it is to seek outside support and validation.